one of our largest crops is grass seed. Here we live in one of the most fertile valleys in America, and we're growing grass seed while people are starving around the world. We're using pesticides, and GMOs are starting to attack our borders. Why can't we grow crops? Why can't we grow food? What if we mined the dirt behind the dams that are going to cause them to turn into waterfalls? Any time now, they said 50 to 70 years, and that's how long it's been. While we're putting hydroelectric power on them, we could mine the dirt, spread it out over the fields, and start growing food for our people.
And Joanne?
Our agricultural base is one of the critical revenue sources of our county. We need to make sure that our farms stay healthy. We need to make sure that families and our children are eating healthy food. We need to make sure that genetically engineered organisms stay out of our county. We need to make sure that we continue to have food security in case of natural disasters. We need to also look at possibly bringing support businesses to our agricultural base, maybe canning and freezing industries, and continue to, the commissioners should do whatever they can to support that agricultural base in the way of food security and build it up.
Faye?
Thank you. The Board of Commissioners worked very hard to try to encourage and promote return applesauce to the location in Coburg, and that was a very exciting time. I thought if we could get that anchor win, that we would be able to build on it. I was looking forward to ways of how could we promote our local growers and encourage them to start growing the product that was going to be needed in that facility. So to build on that, even though we weren't successful, is how can we increase and improve the infrastructure that's here? How can we improve the opportunities for investing in farmers markets so that it improves the access locally to folks to be able to sell their foods? How can we help them make them a year-round market by investing in ability to do food preservation and enhance their products so that they're more valuable, and how can we help them? So increasing the infrastructure and trying to promote the use of our farm ground will go a long ways.
Jose?
Thank you for the question. Had we had a reconfigured entity, an entity that in fact knew how to not only entice and get us tourism, but also entice and get us businesses, we would have a much better chance to land the applesauce facility for Coburg. I was actually looking at this issue, and it's not just about the applesauce. Quite candidly, I don't know that there are enough apples in this country to keep that type of facility going 365 days of the year. So it's not just about applesauce, but it would have been an entity, an enterprise that talked about processing quince, talked about, as Joanne talked about in her op-ed, processing hazelnuts, processing applesauce, but indeed, if the pieces are not in place to vigorously attract these enterprises that must pay a family living wage job, or otherwise, I, were I to be selected as a county commissioner, would not vote for giving away taxpayer money for non-family wage jobs. Thank you.
And Kevin?
My sweetheart Patty makes a really mean quince tart, and I hope that you get a chance to come by our farm, see our baby horse, cute as can be, and have a piece of quince tart from our own food processing. But at a more policy level, Lane County is quite strong in food processing. We have approximately 300 companies that work in a whole set of different niches in food processing. The question was about growing and eating our food here. That has nothing to do with external economic development. It has nothing to do with bringing in a large applesauce plant to grow apples here, process them, and ship them around the world. That may be a fine thing to do, but it doesn't get us food here. 1 minute hot. So, we need to put this together with another phenomenon. Ray's Market in Pleasant Hill, closed. Ray's Market and Cresswell, closing. We are actually developing more food deserts in Lane County. So let's get together and let's knock out a solution.
All right, we'll move on to the final question.